battery's gonna go dead because I do live video, the phone shuts off. Poof, gone. I'm sitting out in the car here, lint rolling my wife's apron for work, like some kind of a schmuck. Okay? A couple weeks back, there was a hepatitis outbreak going in other towns. Like some, I don't know, a 7-Eleven somewhere and some other. This isn't a 7-Eleven. She doesn't work at a 7-Eleven, okay? And this is probably due to one or two, I don't know, person going around who's not clean. And, I mean, okay, we take my wife's aprons, we wash them in the washing machine, right? And then I take, when she gets to work, I get her there, and I'll go in like the hallway or something and I'll lint roll it. And she'll put it on, and when, I'll finish up in the hallway, out of the way. We're not in the way of any customers. But now I'm sitting out here in the car like some kind of a schmuck, and I got people giving me funny looks because I'm funny looking. But seriously, you're not gonna get hepatitis from somebody from us lint rolling an apron unless I take this and dip it in somebody's shit. Okay? Somebody that's infected with hepatitis. Maybe I rub it all over their ass cheeks, up to her butt crack or whatever. And then maybe I walk up to them and I freaking cut them with a knife and dab this with it and then stick it on her apron. You're not going to get hepatitis that way, you freaking moron. That's the way you'll get it. You're not going to get it by me lint rolling her apron. Ooh, we're going to spread hepatitis all over the store by getting a clean apron and lint rolling like cat or dog hair off of it and lint. Little bits of paper and various other things that happen when you throw it in a washing machine. Freaking morons. The last video I did, I was blathering on about how this town has gone to crap, which I frequently do. And the battery didn't conk out. There was still about 49% battery when I turned it back on, but the phone went poof. I turned it back on. I tried to do another video, as you saw, but it wasn't live. I didn't want to use up space, so I stopped it. And I tried to start up another live one, and the phone turned off again. I turned it back on, stepped in the house. It was at 37%, and then literally seconds later, it just went down to 0 without even touching it and shut off. This is like a Samsung, one of them Alcatel deals. I don't know. It's not a Samsung. It's not even the same thing. Alcatel, whatever that is. I got confused there for a second. It's a Go phone. It's a piece of crap. But anyway, I'm out here lint rolling this apron, looking like a complete fool. I have papers on my dashboard. Mail, advertisements, newspapers, various other things. I'm a slob, okay? It's been sitting there since March, a lot of it. And one thing I learned is it's considered a crime to be a slob in this town and also be poor, because the police will tailgate you if you have an older vehicle or a slightly damaged vehicle, or your paint is, not pristine. The police will tailgate you and follow you around because they don't like poor people around here. They also don't like people that aren't members of the LDS Church. But I had a police officer. This was, I don't know, late November, early December. It was cold out. My wife has a bad back, so I'm out here helping her get the outside garbages so the cashier doesn't have to run around and do it. With the customers and all. He's busy. And a police officer walks up and he asks me my name, if I'm so-and-so. And so yeah. And he asked if he could see my ID. I didn't have any reason to show it to him. I didn't commit any crimes. But you know how police are. I didn't want to start anything, so I showed it to him. Like, this looks like me. It doesn't really look like me. It's much uglier than me, if that's even possible. My driver's license photo was hideous. It does not look like me. looks like an evil clone of me of some sort, with like some other bullshit DNA mixed in with it. Well, you jokingly said that. I'm like, looks like me. He looks at it. He's talking into his stupid microphone that's on his shoulder. I heard him say something. I didn't freaking do anything. You asshole. It's not a crime to be a slob. So I'm lazy. And then, because he told me that someone said I've been stealing mail. Just because I have papers on my dashboard, someone said I am stealing mail. If I was stealing mail, would I be stupid enough to still have them on my dashboard? Would I? And would any of that mail have my name on it? He still didn't believe me. He came over to the car with his little flashlight, was looking in the window for a few minutes before he decided to finally leave. But I hate this town. I've never been treated fairly out here. Can't find work here. I haven't worked full-time in this town in 8 years. See, the last full-time job here, I voluntarily left to go work for Walmart out of town. And that place that I left here, the entire company went out of business last year. They took it, they put it up to a vote. It was a family-owned store. They put it up to a vote, and they decided to shut their whole business down. At one time, they had 70-some stores, I think, in various states here in the West. And they're down to 21 stores. They can't compete with big bucks, keep moving into these small towns. This was a small town that just had that store. The store's here for almost 20 years before Walmart showed up and ruined everything. But anyway, I don't want to blather on and chew up the battery on this phone. I'm out here lint rolling this apron. People give me dirty looks. Of course, having all the mail on the dashboard doesn't help. But you're not going to get hepatitis from somebody using a lint roller on their apron. Okay? Maybe if I took the apron into the bathroom and scrubbed the toilet bowl with it without adding any cleaning agents, and then smeared it all over the countertop, then maybe you'd have a legit excuse to be worried about spreading hepatitis. It's all the uranium floating around in the air out here. It is. It makes people stupid. But I wasn't born here. But I've been here long enough that it's affecting my common sense on occasion. I had an incident at the post office a couple of years back where the, it was a customer service failure because a postal worker pretty much sarcastically treated me like an idiot before I realized my mistake, but didn't say anything. But anyway, I'm going to take this apron in. There's a lot of other people who look like me, not exactly like me, but a lot of bearded hillbilly types out here. And then you got a few hipsters here and there. You know what those guys look like. They only just grew a beard just to be cool. Oh, some of us hillbillies have had them for years, like decades. Whole hipster movement, they stole their look from me. They think it's cool to wear his hat and have grow a beard. I had a viewer there for a second. Huh. What do you know? They didn't stay long. Don't blame them. I'm not doing anything important. But, stupid hipsters and whatnot, they stole this look. I was around before any of them schmucks. I had a viewer there again, and they left. Yeah, don't blame them. Not doing anything. I'm not doing anything productive here. Somebody clicks on this video like, what's going on? Well, if you're just joining me, and you're not because there's nobody here at the moment, I'm lint rolling my wife's apron in the car because the jokers in there think that lint rolling an apron spreads hepatitis. No common sense around here. None. None. Anyway, not doing anything productive. I hope I got all the dog and or cat hair and lint, fuzz, and little bits of paper off this apron. I'm sure it'll fly back off my coat and back onto it. I'm gonna leave here and home get my dog out to pee, but I might stop to get me a 40 or a 32 or a 24 ounce or some sort of tasty beverage, because, you know, I need to cheer myself up because, well, I hate life. I hate it. I don't understand why I'm even here. Don't understand why I'm here. Anyway, I've had a viewer on here 2 times, but neither of them stayed for more than a few seconds. It's probably my trolls checking things out. They'll probably just pop in just to thumbs down the video, or they'll thumbs down it later, or make some troll comments. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, don't come to this town. If those of you know where I am, don't come to this town unless you're a member of the LDS Church. Because the only way you'll succeed if you're not a member of the LDS Church in this town is if you have a college degree and already have a ton of money in the bank. See, when I came out here, I had just been laid off from work, $1,000 in the bank. That was almost 15 years ago now, actually. And I've been struggling for the last 6. Yeah. I only had a period of time of 3 years there where I was doing marginally okay. And that's when I was working for Walmart out of town. The last paycheck I got from there, I was getting $12.40 an hour. But in this town, everything was low wages for a while. Now I notice all these, since the big bucks and all these fast food joints are popping up everywhere, and even Burger King is hiring people at $12.50 an hour, $13.50 for management. Which in some big cities they might say, hey, that's crap, that's low wages. Well, in this state, that's high wages. See, low wages 15 years ago were $6 an hour. I got hired at a Family Dollar out here. I was talking to some guy and blah, blah, blah. I was ringing him up. He's like, oh, you got a good paying job. I'm like, $6 an hour? The last job I'd worked in Pennsylvania in 2003, I was getting $11.33 an hour. Yeah. And I take like a $5.50 pay cut coming out here. Oh man, the battery's going already. I'm gonna go. I didn't have anything good paying job really until about 2008. Everything was $6 and $7 an hour, but then I got that job. It was like 11 something. And I'm gonna plug the phone in because it's dying. I'm gonna go. The connection's getting bad. This is just an inane blather. Don't mind me. Nobody else does. I'm going now. Yes, I want to stop streaming. Boop.